very important, please. So I've lived it together with Facebook. Wọn bá tá a bá sọ tí data tó wà lórí Facebook device yẹn bá tán, we'll continue with TikTok. Torí TikTok yẹn ni mo ṣe data tó pọ̀ sí. So I was saying that we are talking about sex education fún àwọn ọmọdé. A sọ pé children dey learn through modeling. That means they copy whatever they see. Anything tí àwọn ọmọdé bá rí, òun náà máa copy. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ copy ẹ̀ exactly bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n á replicate nǹkan tán bá rí. Báyìí àwọn ọmọdé ṣe rí nìyẹn. So mo wá ń sọ lọ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí a mind nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe lójú àwọn ọmọdé. Mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ lórí TikTok kí n tó live Facebook. Mo kọ́kọ́ feel pé bóyá màá download ẹ̀ lórí TikTok, màá wá gbé sí Facebook ẹ̀ jẹ́ n kúkú live ẹ̀ once and for all. Ṣóyé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, mo ní àwọn míì wà tó ṣe wípé inú yàrá kan ni wọ́n ń gbé àtọkọ àtìyàwó àtọmọ bíi 3 mẹ́rin. Tó bá ti mọ̀ pé o fẹ́ ní ìyàwó, o fẹ́ ní ọkọ, tàbí bóyá ẹ ti fẹ́ra yín ẹ ti wà kó tó di pé ọmọ yín ọmọ pọ̀, go and get 2 rooms. Bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ room and parlour àbí double room. Spinster míì gan gbénú fúláàtì. Ẹni tó jẹ́ spinster tí ò lọ́mọ lọ́dọ̀ tó jẹ́ sisi tí ò má rí ìdí tí ò bímọ rí. Ń gbé fúláàtì, ń gbé mini flat. Mélòó ló wá dé tẹ́lómi ò mọ bímọ 5-6 sínú yàrá kan. Time táwọn òbí bá ń dì mọ́ra wọn tó ń kìsì ara wọn tó ń ṣe all these sexual things, àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa rí. And children wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí ò dáa ni. Tẹ́ bá ní ọmọ kan tẹ́ ẹ kọ́ ní nǹkan, the way bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan yẹn lọ́mọ yẹn náà ṣe máa ṣe. Ṣóyé wa. So and every parent ló hold children ní good life. We hold them education, we hold them good life, we hold them moral. Ẹ̀kọ́ ọmọ tá a bá ń bí a jẹ́ ọmọ yẹn ní ẹ̀kọ́. Ṣóyé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. TikTok we are not tapping o, tá a bá tap èrò ní pọ̀. Ṣóyé wa. So please, if you are in what is it called, if you are inside one room with so many children, go and get more room. Mr. Akanwo on Facebook ẹ sọ pé situation of the country, say situation of the country náà ló bá ń mú àwọn ọmọ wáyé. Àwọn ọmọ téèyàn bí òbí kìíní òbí kejì òbí kẹta up to ìkarùn-ún. Ṣé situation of the country náà ló jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ máa pọ̀. À ń sọ pé sex education fún àwọn ọmọdé, ilé lọmọ tí ń kẹ́ṣọ̀ọ́ rèdè nǹkan tí ọmọ bá rí nínú ilé náà ọmọ yẹn ń practice níta. Àwọn ìyẹn dẹ̀ center ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti kí couple mọ́ gbénu yàrá kan àtọmọ 3 ọmọ 4. Tẹ́ bá dóra yín kò sí bá ọmọ yẹn ò ṣe ní máa rí yín. Ṣóyé wa. So ṣé ẹni tó ti bímọ kìíní situation of the country, òbí kejì náà situation of the country, òbí kẹta situation of the country náà ni. So situation of the country ò jẹ́ kó pa okó ẹ̀ mọ́ àbí kó pa òbó ẹ̀ mọ́, àbí tẹ́ bá jẹ́ ọkọ àti ìyàwó ṣé ẹ lè wá kẹ́ ṣe birth control. Yeah, I'm live. Mo wà lórí live program. Èèyàn lè ṣe birth control. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn couple tí wọ́n ń dóko ni wọ́n ń lóyún? Ìyẹn ò tiẹ̀ sínú point. So lára wípé kí ọmọ kó model nǹkan tó rí, kó replicate nǹkan tó rí, ó ní kí bàbá àtìyá kan máa ní sexual advances lójú àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́. The more tá àwọn ọmọ yẹn bá ti ń grow, they will grow. A rí àwọn ọmọ ìyá tó ń bára wọn sùn. Tẹ̀gbọ́n tàbúrò the same father the same mother tán bá ara wọn sùn right díẹ̀ nínú ilé. Because ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ìyá wọn náà ti ń rí wọn ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ nǹkan yẹn láì dáa. So ara nǹkan tí à ń sọ nìyẹn pé it's just like a preamble that children learn through modeling. They copy whatever they see títí tán fi máa dàgbà. So now I said tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sex education fún àwọn ọmọ, you gather them together. TikTok, let's keep tapping. Oh yẹ ká ti take likes near to 1,000. We are taking it to 50,000. Ṣóyé wa, and let's share this live stream. Ẹ já share live yìí lórí TikTok. If we don't share, people will not join. Gather them together and teach them together. Ọmọ tẹ́ bá ti ń pè tó ti ń gbọ́ orúkọ ẹ̀, lẹ́pẹ́ tẹ́ bá pe orúkọ ẹ̀ yóò wẹ̀yìn báyìí, ó ti ń respond. Ọmọ tó ti lè ń sọ̀rọ̀, tó ti ń gbọ́, tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọmọ ọdún 2, ọmọ ọdún 3 and above. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ti deal fún ẹ̀kọ́ fún sex education talks bá fẹ́ ṣe. Gather them together. And of course tá bá fẹ́ educate àwọn ọmọ wa lórí sex education, ẹ jẹ́ ká pè the correct name àwọn ẹ̀yà ara yẹn fún àwọn ọmọ. Let us call the correct name of àwọn sex organ yẹn ní èdè yín bóyá ẹ̀yin bá jẹ́ Haúsá, ẹ jẹ́ Ìgbò àbí Tápà àbí Gbìrà, any èdè any language tẹ́ bá jẹ́, nǹkan pé nǹkan yẹn ní orúkọ ìlú yín yẹn ò ní kẹ́ ẹ pè. Ẹ má pe oko ní kòkòrò, ẹ má pe òbò ní kinní, ẹ pe direct name fún àwọn ọmọ. Ṣé mọ̀ pé nígbà tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn wọ́n ní ẹran ìdápè wọn ìdápè, tẹ́ bá ló kọ míì tẹ́ ń pè, ó kọ míì tẹ́ ń pè lẹ́ fi bayé jẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ míì wà tán ti wà molested bẹ́ẹ̀, ìtìjú àti pé nǹkan yẹn ni ló fà á tán fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Ṣọ́rọ̀ mi ti ń yé wa, ẹ pe oko kẹ́ ẹ pe òbò fún àwọn ọmọ, ìyẹn tá a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́sìn yẹn further. Ṣó yé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Now tẹ́ bá ti gather àwọn jọ láti educate wọn, ẹ jẹ́ kó yé àwọn ọmọ yẹn wípé gbogbo ẹ̀yà ara wa láti orí dé àtẹlẹsẹ̀ is divided into two. Part of the body, the whole part of the body is divided into two. We have the private part and the public part. Tell the children to repeat after you. Pé how many body parts do we have? You will see they will answer you. We have 2 body parts. What are the body parts? What are the 2 parts that we have? We have private part and public part. Everybody, let's type private part and public part on the comment section, both TikTok and Facebook. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ sí comment section, ká tẹ̀ private part and public part. As we say that, let the children repeat after you. Mention their name one by one. Tó bá jẹ́ Richard ni, Richard, what are the 2 body parts that we have? Yóò sọ pé private part and public part. Tí Deborah bá wà ńbẹ̀, ask her, what are the 2 body parts that we have? Private part and public part. They will respond. And I'm telling my viewers right now to Miss Success on TikTok, thank you. We have private part and public part. Ask them severally. Mr. Olarewaju on Facebook, thank you. Ask them severally. You will see they will answer you. They will say 2 parts. Our body part is divided into how many? They will say it is divided into 2 parts. Then what are the 2 parts? Ẹ̀rí tán mọ̀ dá yín lóhùn. Kódà kó sọmọ nursery 1, kó sọmọ kg 2. Tán bá ti ń ṣe call and response in school, tán ti ń ṣe repeat after me, tán bá ti ń ka nursery rhymes, tán ti ń respond. Tí ọmọ bá ti ń respond níléèwé, tán ti ń bi léèrè what colour is this? Colour blue, colour white. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà wọ́n á lè respond pé we have 2 body parts. And what are the 2 body parts? We have private part and public part. Now you will now tell them that why is it that some part of the body are private? Why is it private? You will say it is private because it belongs to only me. Nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, and nobody must play with it. Nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, nobody must play with it. It belongs to only me. You will tell the children to repeat after you. Why is it that some parts of the body are private? It is private because it belongs to only me. Nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, and nobody must play with it. Even as you are teaching those children, you will see some of them will sit down, they will just be looking at you. They might not respond, but bí o ṣe respond yẹn, ó ń gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ. Ṣó yé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Kì í ṣe gbogbo ọmọ tí ò respond ni ò gbọ́. Láyé ìgbà tá à ń ṣe kọ́mọ rí ọ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ A for apple, ọmọ mi wà tẹ́ bá ń kọ́ ní kíláàsì wọ́n mọ̀ wo ìbáyìí ni. Fortunately gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn yóò mọ̀ ń sọ nílé. Tẹ́ bá sọ fún òbí ẹ̀ pé ọmọ yóò respond o, wọn á ní ẹ mọ̀ wọ̀rí. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ń kọ́ wọn yẹn, he used to say it at home. Probably bóyá ó wà intimidated àbó ń bẹ̀rù àwọn èèyàn rẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọdé wọn kì í learn bákan náà. So àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ gádà jọ tẹ́ ń kọ́ ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí, ìmí wà nù wọn tó lè mọ̀ fún ilé sí. Irú tẹ́ bá sọ pé what are the 2 division of the body parts? Táwọn míì bá ní private part and public part. Why is it private? It is private because it belongs to me. Nobody must see it or touch it or play with it. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe ń sọ, tí wọ́n ń respond, ṣé ẹ rí ọmọ tí ò respond yẹn, ẹ mọ̀ wulẹ̀, ẹ mọ̀ dà láàmú. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọdé ni, we have to be calm with them. Now, having established the fact that these body parts are private because it belongs to only me, nobody must touch it, play with it, or see it. Another thing is that you will now say, what are the private parts for boys? ask them again, why is it private? Wọ́n repeat, because children dey learn fast, especially tẹ́ bá ti wà calm pẹ̀lú wọn. Nobody must see it. That is the reason why it is private. Nobody must touch it. Now, what are the private parts for boys? What are the private parts for boys? The private parts for boys are penis, scrotum, armpit, lap, bum bum, and anus. Àbí anus. Ṣóyé wa àwọn private parts ti ọkùnrin. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé mo ní àwọn ọmọ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ á gádà wọn pọ̀, ká kọ́ wọn pọ̀. Now, kí ni àwọn private parts ọkùnrin? Penis, scrotum. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pe nǹkan yẹn ní local name wa. Àwa tá bá jẹ́ Yorùbá, ẹ má pe okó ní kòkòrò. Ẹ má pe ìdí, kẹ́ má pe ní any other thing. Normal name tó ń jẹ́ ní language yín ni kẹ́ ẹ pè. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé òyìnbó lẹ fẹ́ fi kọ́ wọn, call the English direct name. Tó bá ti mention, I think it's 5 fún ọkùnrin. All those parts are private parts. That means that my penis is my private part. Ẹ mọ̀ pé a ti establish the definition of private part, that nobody must touch it. Since penis is example of private parts for boys, àwọn ọmọ yẹn ti máa mọ̀ wípé that means that my penis is my private part. Nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, and nobody must play with it. The scrotum is also there, bum bum, armpit, lap, anus. Those are the private parts for boys. Then you ask them to mention it. What are the private parts for boys? You see them, they start mentioning it. Wọn ò ní wá shy, because you have created a platform for learning. It's a class, it's like a class. They will be free to answer the question. Ṣóyé wa, they will be free to answer the question. You can start calling them, Daniel, what are the private parts for boys? Tó bá jẹ́ obìnrin náà wà ńbẹ̀, bóyá Abigail, what are the private parts for boys? Why are those parts, why are they private? They are private because they belong to only me. Nobody must see it, play with it, or touch it. Then Mr. Uche, you said nipple for boys. Yes, nipple is also part of the private part for boys. Let them mention it. Ẹ jẹ́ ká àwọn yẹn mention it. Come repeat after you. Kẹ́dẹ̀ tún bí wọ́n léèrè. Why it fi private? Don't forget that the definition has stick into their brain already. Now you move to private parts for girls. What are the private parts for girls? The private parts for girls, as far as we are concerned here, is breast, vagina, lap, anus, bum bum, hair, hips. Irun báyìí ó wà lára. You see, if you see all these secondary school teachers, àwọn tó máa ń jẹ́ àwọn kù burúkú tó máa ń molest àwọn ọmọ yẹn láti bí irun lẹ́lòmíì ti máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, who help you to do your hair? Is it your mommy? Hey, the hair is fine o. And as he's rubbing the hair, the girl is enjoying it. She's enjoying it. Before the girl will not know pé ẹni yẹn fẹ́ abuse òun ni. So all of these things the girl child must know. What are the private parts for girls? Ẹ pè fún wọn: ìdí, ọmú, òbò rẹ, abíyá rẹ, ìtàn rẹ, ìdí rẹ. Those are your private parts. Why is it that those places are private? They are private because nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, nobody must play with it. It belongs to only me. That is the reason why it is private. Yes, Mr. Uche, you said even lips and ears for both boys and girls. Yes, Shema, after this lecture we are going to receive contributions. So in the motimape and one other point here we'll add to it. When you having established the private part for boys and the private part for girls, they have understood the definition generally. But the private part is a part that belongs to you, the other person must not see it. Now àti wá separate it boys àti ti girls, àti mọ́tò ọkùnrin àti ti mọ́tò obìnrin. Having established that, you will tell them to mention it for you. What are the private parts for girls? The boys will mention, the girls will also mention. Just the way they mention for boys lẹ́ẹ̀kan, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n ṣe mention fún ti àwọn girls. And you will see the children will respond, because class ni and they are learning, and they will be responsive. Wọ́n máa respond. Now, having established that, you will move to 2 type of touch. How many type of touch do we have? They will say 2 types of touch. We have the good touch and the bad touch. What did I say? We have good touch and bad touch. Everybody, let's write good touch and bad touch on the comment section. Let us put it on the comment section. I have people on TikTok, I have people on Facebook right now. If we are with me, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ sí comment section pé 2 types of touch, good touch and bad touch. Don't forget that this thing we take it to go and teach our children. Kò ṣe pé fídíò yìí la máa play fún àwọn ọmọ o, fúnra wa la máa kọ àwọn point yìí lẹ̀ tá a fi train àwọn ọmọ. So that's why I'm saying it step by step. Having established the private part and public part, the definition, the part for the boys and the girls, then we'll move to the types of touch that we have. The good touch and bad touch. 2 types of touch. Thank you, Mr. Larewaju. We have good touch and bad touch. TikTok, me ti rí response wa. I'm waiting for a response at the comment section. People are responding on Facebook already. We have two types of touch. We have the good touch and bad touch. Then you will tell them to repeat after you again. TikTok, I'm waiting for our response at the comment section. I want to make sure that all of us are being carried along. Miss Success, you only wrote 2 types of touch. What are the 2 types of touch that we have? We have good touch and bad touch. Yes, we have 2 types of touch. We have good touch and bad touch. Yes. Now you will now tell the children that any touch in any of your private parts is a bad touch and you must resist it. wípé touch tó bá ti wá sí ara any of our private parts tá mention yẹn, anybody tó bá ti fọwọ́ kàn níbẹ̀, that person is giving you a bad touch and you must do what? You must resist. Now we have good touch and we have bad touch. Any touch in any of your private parts is a bad touch that you must resist. Bóyá ọ̀kan lọ ẹnìkan kan dédé wá gbá ọ nídìí, that is a bad touch and you must reject it, you must resist. We will tell the children how to resist the touch, but put it in their brain pé àwọn parts tá a mention yẹn, ẹnìkankan tó bá ti fọwọ́ kàn ọ́ níbi any of àwọn parts yẹn, bad touch yẹn nìyẹn. So in the mind of the boys, it will start ringing to their mind that anybody that touch my penis is bad touch, anybody that touch my bum bum is bad touch, anybody that touch my breast is bad touch, and you must resist. How do you resist a bad touch? You scream, you shout, and you run away from that person. Anybody, be it uncle or auntie or brother or nephew, that is always touching your breast, touching your hips, touching your bum bum, run away from that person and report him immediately. You must resist. That is a bad touch. Or somebody is saying, a teacher is touching your hair, say, your hair is fine today, who help you to do it? All of that is a bad touch. We must put it in the mind of our children that the children must resist that type of touch. Ọmọ kékeré kan ló ní tíṣà àwọn máa ń fọwọ́ kan okó òun, ọmọ bí ọmọ nursery. The teacher will be touching his penis. Mo ní ṣé ó fẹ́ tọ̀ ni? Pé kò fẹ́ tọ̀, ìyá ẹ̀ gan sọ pé tó bá fẹ́ tọ̀ ó lè lọ wíwì fúnra ẹ̀. I said that must stop. You have to go to his school. Any touch in any of the private parts is a bad touch that the child must resist. The child must scream and the child must run away from that person. Sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ẹni yẹn, be it a 5-year-old girl or 7-year-old girl or even 3-year-old girl. ni ẹnìkan bá ń fọwọ́ kan ara rẹ̀ tó ń fọwọ́ kan àwọn private part tá a ti mention fún wọn yẹn ẹ sọ fún ọmọ yẹn pé kó sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ẹni yẹn kó dẹ̀ pariwo. When you scream, you shout, you run away, you report the person immediately. Kó lọ fi ẹjọ́ sùn immediately. Ṣóyé wa. Then what anybody that is touching your private part, giving you a bad touch, what is that person trying to do? That person is trying to abuse you. The person is trying to do what? To abuse you. Yes, Mr. Abiodun on Facebook, the child must report. Yes, the child must report immediately. Now, ẹni tó bá ń fún any bad touch, which is touching any of your private parts, that person is abusing you. You will tell the children to repeat after you. If anybody touches any of your private parts, what is that person trying to do? The person is abusing you. And what must you do? You must run away from the person and report. You must run away from the person and report him or her immediately. Report to your mommy, report to your daddy, report at home. Now, who can abuse you? The answer is anybody. Anybody. Don't say it's one cousin, uncle, sister, brother that has been living with you. Even láyé tá a wà yìí, bàbá gan abuse ọmọ. But let's talk about the normal setting where there is moral. Uncle tàbí nephew tàbí ẹni tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀, anybody, don't trust anybody. Anybody is a suspect. Sincerely, anybody can abuse you. But the sign of an abuser is that person touching your private parts, and when that person is doing that to you as a child, you must resist. You must run away from the person. Now, what does abusers tell their victim? Kí ni nǹkan tí abuser máa ń sọ fún àwọn victim wọn? Àkọ́kọ́ ni pé if you tell, you will die. If you tell your mommy, I will kill you. If you tell your mommy will die. Anybody that is telling you that person is an abuser. Nǹkan tó ní kó ọmọ sọ fún ìyá rẹ yẹn, o gbọ́dọ̀ sọ nǹkan yẹn fún ìyá rẹ. Anything tí ọmọ tẹ́ bá ti sọ fún ọmọ níta, tí wọ́n sọ fún ọmọ pé má sọ fún mọ́mì rẹ o, má sọ fún mọ́mì rẹ o, ẹ jẹ́ kó yé ọmọ yẹn wípé nǹkan yẹn gangan o gbọ́dọ̀ sọ. Àwọn abuser yẹn wọ́n tún máa ń sọ fún àwọn ọmọ pé if you tell your mommy I will kill you, is a lie. The weapon of an abuser is the mind of the abused. Èèyàn tó ń abuse yẹn tó bá ti lè get over mind ẹni yẹn, Alex B, thank you for the rose. Tó bá ti lè get over mind ọmọ yẹn, ó ti overcome ẹni yẹn. So àwa láti máa gba mind ọmọ wa láti lé by placing that foundation in his or her heart pé anything anybody bá ti ń ṣe fún ọ, kódà kó má jẹ́ bad touch gan ló ń fún ẹ. Anything tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tán bá ti ní ẹ má wí fún òbí yín lé o, ẹ má sọ fún òbí yín o, irọ́ ni o. You have to, the first thing to tell your mommy is that particular thing tán ní ọmọ sọ yẹn gan. Tó rántí mọ̀ pé tó bá ti sọ àṣírí ti tú, àkàrà ti tú sépo. So, and those are the weapons táwọn abuser máa ń lò against àwọn victim wọn. They say don't tell your mommy, you tell your mommy you will die. If you say again can you will do this, and it is a lie. So we have to establish that in the mind of our children. And again, let us tell our children pé anywhere that anybody is going, that you know the person is going to undress, don't follow that person to that place. Respect other people's privacy. You know that your own private parts belong to you. So also the private part of another person belong to that person. So tẹ́ ẹni kankan bóyá ó fẹ́ lọ wẹ̀, àbó fẹ́ lọ tọ̀, àbó ṣe ìmúradé ó fẹ́ bọ́ra alẹ̀ kó change, you have to go away. You have to stay separate so that you will not see the body of that person. Are we getting it now? Anywhere téèyàn bá ń lọ tó mọ̀ pé ó máa bọ́ra alẹ̀ ń bẹ̀, má tẹ̀lé débẹ̀. Nítorí wípé ara rẹ tí wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan ó rí, ẹni yẹn náà fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan kan ó rí ara òun. That is what we call respect people's privacy. Ṣóyé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, Mr. Jacob, thank you sir. You have to, as you are respecting your own privacy, If you recall the definition, what is the definition of private part? The definition of private part is the part of my body that belong to me. Nobody must see it, nobody must touch it, nobody must play with it. It belongs to only me. The same thing that nobody must see your own or touch it, you too must not see the private part of another person. So ẹni tó mọ̀ wípé ó fẹ́ bọ́ra lẹ̀ ó gbúdọ̀ kúrò níbẹ̀. Don't forget that we are educating kids, àwọn ọmọ under teenager, àwọn kids, àwọn ọmọ bí ọdún 3 sí 10. So ẹ má jẹ́ àmọ́ wà too specific nípa tiwọn nìkan. As they are conscious about their own privacy, they should be conscious of the other people's privacy. In other words, ibi tí èèyàn bá mọ̀ tó mọ̀ wípé ẹni yóò wọṣọ má lọ yọjú, don't go and peep. Somebody is taking his bait, don't go and peep. That is very wrong, because you must not see the private part of another person, be it a boy or a girl. You must not see it. You must take your eyes away. Ṣóyé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Now, having established that, I said, do not leave your child in the care of a stranger. As a parent or as a guardian, ẹ má jẹ́ ká fi care àwọn ọmọ wa sí ọwọ́ stranger. Then the question is now that who is a stranger? A stranger is anybody you cannot vouch for. Let us put it at the comment section. A stranger is anybody that I cannot vouch for. Ẹni tó bá lè guarantee ẹ. Aziz, thank you for the rose. God bless you, sir. Anybody tó lè vouch fún, tó lè fọwọ́ rẹ̀ sọ̀yà, that means automatically everybody is a stranger. Mo sọ fún yín, ẹni téèyàn ò bá ti lè, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń molest ọmọ ìjù, wọ́n yìí ṣàjòjì, wọ́n yìí ṣe distant person. Majority àwọn abusers yìí, àwọn tí wọ́n súnmọ́ òbí, tí wọ́n súnmọ́ alágbàtọ́ ni. Ṣóyé wa. So please, let's put it at the comment section. A stranger is anybody that I cannot vouch for. Don't put your child in the custody of a stranger. Ẹlòmíà ní cousin, mommy, daddy, nephew, sister rẹ̀ ní distance cousin wọn ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ lọ́mọ ń gbé tí yàn á fi molest ayé ọmọ. Mr. Aziz, mo ń rí roses ten fún mi o. God bless you, sir. Let me pin your account. Everybody, please connect with the pinned account. So a stranger is anybody you cannot vouch for. Now tell your child, do not allow anybody to ask you to take off your clothes or to take off your pants. No, do not listen to anybody. Tó bá ní kó bọ́ pátá rẹ, kó bọ́ sọ rẹ, you must not answer the person. You must run away from that person and go and report immediately. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ọmọ wa tutù o. I'm telling you, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ọmọ wa kan tutù, kan gẹ̀mí. Yes, Mr. Ziki, anybody I can't vouch for is a stranger. Ọlọ́ọ̀bá ń gbọ́. Torí tá bá fẹ́ wo literary definition, any stranger is ẹni tá a rí rí, tá a mọ̀ rí, we've not. No, ọba àti wà fún 20 ọdún tí n bá lè fọwọ́ rẹ sọ̀yà, tí n lè guarantee rẹ, you are a stranger. That's my own definition of a stranger. A stranger is anybody you cannot vouch for. Nígbà míì gan tá bá fa ọmọ wa sílẹ̀ tán wà nílé tí wọ́n ń gbádùn, tí wọ́n ń wo tẹlifíṣàn wọn, ó bẹ́tà ju ká fi wọ́n ta àwọn cousin tí wọn, àwọn nephew tó máa rún ayé ọmọ fún yàn tá a lè vouch fún. TikTok, please, let's put it at the comment section. A stranger is anybody that I cannot vouch for. Facebook people have responded. Okay, Mr. Abufatai, thank you. Ẹni tá a lè vouch fún, sincerely. Woman kan ló gbé ọmọ lọ sí after school. Iṣẹ́ mọ̀, tọ́mọ bá ti ilé ìwé dé, iṣẹ́ tí woman yẹn ń ṣe ṣe àṣedìrọ̀lẹ́ ni. So tọ́mọ yẹn bá ti parí school, ó tún ní after school tí mo ń lọ. After school yẹn ni mo ń dé sí. Àṣé ìyá ọmọ yẹn àti bàbá ọmọ yẹn ti jà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyá yẹn ní custody ọmọ. Bàbá ẹ̀ wá lọ sí after school tọ́mọ mọ́ ń lọ lẹ́yìn ilé ìwé. Ó wá lọ rèé gba ọmọ yẹn. Normal bọ́mọ sì ṣe rí dáàdì ẹ̀ ló ti dìde, ló ti fò mọ́ dáàdì ẹ̀ tó ti dì mọ́ dáàdì rẹ̀ tán ti bá ra gbogbo médèmédè tí wọ́n bá ra wà tí wọ́n ti kó fún un tínú ẹ̀ ti ń dùn my 30 ọmọ òkúkú mọ nǹkan kan. lọ́ba sọ fẹ́ni tó ní daycare àbí after school ni pé òun wá mú ni pé ìyá rẹ̀ ó ti rẹ̀ kò lè wá mú ọmọ nígbà ọmọ náà ò sì sọ pé òun ọmọ rí ìgbà ó ti rí bàá rẹ̀ ló ti fò mọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe rìlíìsì ọmọ nù pé kí bàbá ọmọ gbọ́mọ lọ kọ̀ gbọ́mọ fún ìyá mọ̀ dáàrọ̀ yìí ó tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ lọ mẹ́ni tó mú ní daycare ó tì mọ́lé nígbà ìyá nìyún gba béèlì rẹ̀ wọ́n sá àti ẹ̀wọ̀n bí wọ́n bẹ́ John dé mọ́ pé kí lẹ́tẹ̀ máa rìlíìsì ọmọ òun fún stranger ìyẹn dẹ̀ ní ebi dájí ẹ̀ ni pé ṣé ẹ̀yin mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn òjọ gbé mọ́ òun ló ń dẹ̀ ní custody ọmọ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ̀ lè vouch fún tẹ́ ẹ̀ lè fọwọ́ ẹ̀ sọ̀yà kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ̀ pé ìyá ẹ̀ pé tó ẹni wá o náà ní dádì ọmọ yìí o ṣé ká release ọmọ fún o ẹ kàn wá torí pọ́n ọmọ ti wà excited ọmọ òkúkú mọ̀ nǹkan kan tiẹ̀ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ̀ lè vouch fún tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ tó kàn déédéé come from nowhere tó sì déédéé ní òní bàbá ẹ̀ tí ìbá tiẹ̀ wá ṣe bàbá ẹ̀ ńkọ́ ìyẹn sá ti gba ọmọ ó ti ìyẹn ìjà ibi tí ó ṣe rọ́mọ ẹ̀gbà padà ni wọ́n ń jà sí báyìí àti ẹ̀dùpẹ́ pé èsè gbọ́mọgbọ́mọ lọ but the point is to me the man is the real father and tòótọ́ of the ọmọ but in this scenario that man is a stranger stranger ló jẹ́ sí ẹni tó ní daycare yẹn because òun kọ́ ni ẹjọ́ transact business now Mr. Ọlárẹ̀wájú ẹni we live in a strange and wicked world now of course kì í ṣe pé bóyá yẹn fẹ́ hàn mọ́ lé mọ́ wàbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ the custody of the ọmọ has been given to the mother a stranger came to claim the child and you release the child to him because he's his father meanwhile you don't know what is happening and you didn't inform the mother that somebody came to take this child away so these are the things a stranger is anybody that I cannot guarantee I cannot vouch for him I can't beat my chest and say yes mo guarantee ẹ that is a stranger torí ìgbà tán ní àbúrò ọkọ yín kan bọ̀ wá bá yín gbé àbúrò ìyàwó yín kan wà mọ́ bá yín gbé ẹ wà fọmọ sọ ṣe ẹ lè guarantee ẹ ṣe ẹ lè vouch fún because going by that our definition virtually everybody is a stranger because ẹni tá a lè guarantee ẹ do you understand so that's what we are saying now so ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa mọ̀ tá a bá ti ń ṣe kinní yẹn Azeez 77 thank you for the gift tá a bá ti ń ṣe àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ yìí àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ti mọ̀ ruminate nínú ẹ̀mí wọn pé so this part of my body belong to me alone ẹ rí i pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó bá ti ń grow gan náà ti mọ̀ fi ara pamọ́ náà ti mọ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ hide ara wọn ṣóyé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so and kí ni ọ̀nà tí ọmọ fi gbúdọ̀ resist the bad touch a ní àkọ́kọ́ kọ́ mọ́ scream kó pariwo kó jẹ́mọ̀ àwọn abuser yẹn wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ fi lọ ọmọ yẹn wò wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ṣe wò tó ọmọ yẹn ò bá ti sọ nǹkan kan bóyá kàn gbáǹdì kàn gbọ́mọ̀ǹdì kàn slap bọ́ọ̀mù ẹ̀ tọ́mọ ò bá ti ṣe nǹkan kan tó tún dijọ́ kejì tó tún ṣe kí this year is fine tọ́mọ ò ṣe nǹkan kan tó bá tún di ìjọ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ibi tí wọ́n tún fọwọ́ kàn lára ọmọ yóò tún ju gbogbo àwọn yòókù yẹn lọ wọ́n kàn fún àwọn yẹn ṣe test kan fi wo response ọmọ ni tí ọmọ yẹn bá ti scream tó ti resist immediately wọ́n bí ya abuser yẹn dáa kó tún padà sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ yẹn mọ́ ọmọ míì ló máa wá lọ tí ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò dẹ́ ń ṣẹ̀bi àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké yẹn nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́ wọ́n mọ̀ wípé ẹni tó sàn ẹ́ nídìí yẹn that person is abusing you that is an abuse the child does not know ó lè rò pé bóyá ẹni wọn kàn kíun ni irú kíkí ìrọ̀wọ́ ní ká ẹ mọ̀ sán mọ́ ń dì fún yàn gradually the child will grow with that knowledge pé my body belongs to me a rí wípé tí ọmọbìnrin gan bá fẹ́ tọ̀ bóyá tọ̀ ń gbọ̀n ó máa wá one hidden place kan tá ti lọ tọ̀ ni àwọn ọkùnrin náà kàn lè yà sí bóyá bí ẹgbẹ́ fẹ́ǹsì kan kọ́kàn sáré tọ̀ because àwọn ò ní láti bọ́ gbogbo ara tán láti tọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ obìnrin máa ní láti bọ́ra tán so ìtìjú yẹn ó wà fún ọmọ tí ọmọ bá tún wá gbọ́n irú ẹ̀kọ́ yìí yóò tún add more value sí ẹ̀yà ara rẹ̀ ó máa add value sí privacy rẹ̀ more ó dẹ̀ máa mọ̀ pé restriction kan ń restrict yẹn ò ní solution tí ọmọ bá scream tí ọmọ shout tí ọmọ sá lọ kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí ọmọ dẹ̀ délé tó dẹ̀ report immediately a rí wípé a ti build the confidence sínú ọmọ yẹn tẹ̀dẹ̀ take up ẹ rí i pé ìyẹn máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni pé rárá òun kí ni òun ṣe kinní kan ni òun ò ṣe pé irú kíkí òfòwò nìyẹn láyé kò ní dọ́dọ̀ ru ọmọ mọ̀ ṣó yé wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Now having established that pé a stranger, do not leave your child in the care of a stranger. Tell your stranger that do not answer the call of a stranger. Tell your child tí stranger kan ẹni tó mọ̀ rí tó bá dúró sóòpó tó ń pè ọ́ wá má dá lóhùn. Do not receive a gift from a stranger. Somebody gave you biscuit, o ti sáré jà, o ti jẹ, whatever thing you are given, keep it, let your mommy come and look at it first. Ìyẹn lọ́dọ̀ ẹni tó dámọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó dámọ̀ tó rírí, má dá ẹnì kankan lóhùn tó bá dúró sóòpó tó ń pè ẹ́, tó dúró sóòkan tó ń pè ẹ́. Don't go there. Don't respond to any stranger. Ewesuga, thank you for the roses. Tell your child like that. Do not respond to any stranger. Do not receive a gift from a stranger. Mommy Saitano Eshema. Do not allow a stranger to tell you to take off your clothes. Having established that, we have then we can start the teaching all over again. What are the two body parts that we have? The children will answer you. We that we have been a teacher before, we have understood all these little kids. You see, they will start raising up their hand. We have two body. Our body is divided into two parts. What are the two parts? They will shout private and public parts. Mommy Saitano, thank you for the gift, ma. Private parts and public parts. Why is it that some parts are private? You will call them one by one. Rachel, why is that some body parts are private? They will answer you. It is private because nobody must see it, nobody must play with it, nobody must touch it. It belongs to only me. Okay? What are the private parts for girls? Do we see them? They will be calling it breast, bum, vagina, armpit. Why is it that those places are private? Because nobody must see it. Nobody must touch it. I must not allow anybody to see it. Then what are the type of touch that we have? They will tell you we have two type of touch. What are the types of what are they? Good touch and bad touch. What is a bad touch? Any touch in any of my private parts is a bad touch. And what must you do? You must resist. Mommy Saitano Eshema, God bless you. Thank you for the roses. You must resist. How do I resist a bad touch? By screaming, by shouting, by running away from the person. You run away. Sakuro lọ́dọ̀ ẹni yẹn. And you report. Report to your teacher, report to your mother, report to your father, report to even the king of your village. If you can travel to your king, go and report. Report. Then who is an abuser? An abuser is anybody that is touching any of my private parts or touching me in any of my private parts. That means that as a boy, anybody that is touching your penis, that person is an abuser. And you must run away from the person. You must run away and you must report anything that anybody does to you outside. You must tell your mommy. You must tell the person you are living with. Sincerely. So when we do a kind of revision, all the people gifting me on TikTok, I'm truly grateful to Eshonga. When you do all this kind of revision, it will stick in their brain and they will learn it with calmness. Mo dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wa, ẹ jẹ́ á pè orúkọ àwọn nǹkan yẹn gangan ni ẹ jẹ́ á pè fún ọmọ yìí. Ẹ̀kọ́ 20 minutes tẹ́ gádà àwọn yẹn, ó lè last, ó lè save àwọn ọmọ yẹn lifetime. Mommy Joyce, thank you for the gift, ma. It can save their lifetime. It can save them something that will cause the everlasting pain for them. Sincerely. Having established that, I've told us pé mi ilé wà nínú ọmọ òun tí wọ́n ní dá wa lóhùn tán kàn wọ́n jókòó báyìí. Tẹ́ bá ra bisikíìtì gan tẹ́ pín fún gbogbo wọn, ó lè jẹ́ bisikíìtì ní ọmọ jẹ. Continue to teach them. Ó ń gbọ́, ó lè jó nǹkan ló gbọ́n tẹ́ ń sọ jù. Tẹ́ bá sọ pé okay, what are the private parts for boys? Tẹ́ bí léèrè. Ó lè mọ̀ síjú kó mọ̀ dáhùn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó mọ̀, ó ń gbọ́, ó ń stick sínú ọpọlọ rẹ̀. Mommy Saitano, thank you for the gift. Mommy Joyce, ẹ ṣeun ma, mo dúpẹ́. Now, at the level pé at establish good touch, then who can abuse you? anybody. Who is a stranger? Anybody you cannot vouch for is a stranger. Don't leave your child to the hand of a stranger. Àti sọ yẹn. Now, do not be tired of making repetition when you are teaching, especially children. Ọmọ mi tẹ́ ẹ bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mejì lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ó lè má ti gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Gbogbo once have I spoken, twice have I heard yẹn inú Bíbélì nìyẹn wà o. Once has he spoken, twice have I heard. At times, thrice have you spoken, once have I heard làwọn ọmọdé o. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ repeat ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ tẹ́ mọ́ wọn létí kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ revise ẹ̀ fún wọn. Ẹlòmíì lè mọ̀ get point ten so mọ́mí Saitanu ẹ̀ ṣe mà. We have to reiterate it, we have to repeat it. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn they will know it, they will understand it. In fact, I gathered some children to teach them this thing I think about 6 years ago. The mother of one of them was now telling me pé hey àwọn ọmọ yìí mọ̀ tí ń dàgbà ọmọ yìí ò ní pẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ period rẹ̀ àwọn ò tiẹ̀ tí ì kọ́ ní nǹkan kan àwọn ò tiẹ̀ mọ ibi táwọn ò ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í kọ́ ọmọ yìí. Mo náà mọ tí mo ti kọ́ mo wá pè kan nù wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn ìyí obìnrin yẹn ò sí nílé mo wá pè yìí tó jọ́kùnrin nù wọn mo wá bí léèrè pé what are the two division of body parts? Ó ní private part and public part. What are the private part for boys? Ó sọ. What are the private parts for girls? Ó sọ. Mo ní why is it that those parts are private? Only because they belong to me, nobody must see it, touch it and play with it. What are the type of touch? Ó sọ. The woman was so surprised, so happy, so excited. Mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀ náà má ti mọ kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè abuse ọmọ nǹkan ní sọ. Irú yẹn tọ́mọ bá ti wà informed kò sí irọ́ kankan tí wọ́n fẹ́ pa fọ́mọ fúnra wọn náà separate rúùmù wọn. Ọmọ tán tiẹ̀ tí pọ̀dún mẹ́wàá gan ọmọ bíi ọdún mẹ́jọ ọmọ ọdún mẹ́fà we are still coming there. Fúnra wọn náà separate rúùmù ara wọn pé àwọn obìnrin wọ́n ti lọ mú rúùmù tiwọn lọ́tọ̀ àwọn ọkùnrin wọ́n ti lọ mú rúùmù tiwọn lọ́tọ̀. That's how it's supposed to be. So ọmọ ti mọ̀ pé any touch in any of the private parts is a bad touch tó ń dẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ resist. Then I said separate their room since nobody must see their private part. Why do we say that the girls and the boys should stay in the same room? Nígbà tí a ti mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọmọbìnrin ẹ jẹ́ ká ní yàrá tiwọn torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe sọ pé God will provide for us. Even tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ra yín sínú yàrá kan kó tó di pé àwọn ọmọ yín máa pọ̀ go and rent a room and parlour. You don't have to buy the house or build it if you don't have money yet. At least a room and parlour so that tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sùn àwọn máa gbé mattress tiwọn wá parlour wá sùn. Kò ní ti pé tẹ́ bá ń dóra yín àwọn máa rí yín wọ́n á máa wò pé ṣe bá ti ní private part ẹnìkan ò gbọ́dọ̀ rí. Then why is mommy seeing that of daddy seeing that of mommy? Don't forget that they are kids. Wọ́n ti mọ̀ nǹkan tán pè ní union pé èèyàn méjì bá ti wà pọ̀ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. They are kids. Separate their room. In fact táwọn ọmọ bá ti ń dàgbà sìn tó ti di pọ́n ti ń wọ bíyá 6-7 years ìní àwọn ọkùnrin náà ti fẹ́ mọ́ farapamọ́ àwọn obìnrin náà fẹ́ mọ́ bo ara wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kàn ọmọbìnrin àtọmọkùnrin tán ti ń dàgbà kán jọ mọ́ cohabit nínú yàrá kan. In fact tó bá yẹ pé yàrá kan náà mọ̀ ń gbé la ní fún ọmọ ẹja bọ́n wá plywood ká pín yàrá yẹn débi pé táwọn obìnrin bá múra àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn wọ́n ní mọ̀ rí wọn. Àti create consciousness in them nìyẹn táwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ táwọn ọmọ mi bá ní all this little ẹ̀kọ́ yìí láti ilẹ̀ there is all the tendency pé wọn ní fall victim Ọlọ́run ó pẹ̀lú wa. Now we have said that one is for parents. A ti sọ nǹkan tí abuser máa ń sọ fún àwọn victim wọn. Mo dẹ̀ sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ school náà ti ń abuse ọmọ ẹ jẹ́ àtẹ̀lé ọmọ lọ school. Ṣé rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìwà àìbìkítà òbí ìmọ̀ affect ọmọdé láti iléèwé ọmọ ń sunkún pa àwọn kan abuse òun wọ́n bully òun á sì jókòó àṣẹ nǹkan kan. Ẹ wo orú kéèsì Mohbad ẹ wò gbà tí wọ́n ti máa ń embarrass ẹ̀ tí ó lọ ṣe show tán mọ́ bully ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tán mọ́ lé kiri hùn tó bá ṣègbà yẹn nìyẹn ẹ̀ ti bọ́ síta tó ti pariwo pé ẹ fọmọ mi lẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ mi láàmú ń tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe fọmọ òun kán wá ṣe sóun gan. Kò sí gbogbo abiyamọ ayé tí ò dákẹ́ tí ò ní bá fẹnu sí pé ẹ̀yin náà ẹ mọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ láàmú. Queen, thank you for the TikTok. God bless you. Queen Atupa. So tọ́mọ wá bá ti iléèwé dé tó pirọrọ tó rọ kalẹ̀ tó lóun ò lọ iléèwé tó lóun ò ṣe kinní kan tó sì sọ wípé ọmọ kan abuse òun school ọmọ kan ń bully òun school tá a sì jókòó tá a ṣe nǹkan kan ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń gbọ́ different iṣẹ́ ni ọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe nínú ọkàn ọmọ different ọmọ mi tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí tí ọ̀wọ́ rí ìmí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó lè ronú kó lọ ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe so tí ọmọ bá ti sọ pé báyìí náà ṣe fóun níbí ẹ má jẹ́ ká kan tí ikún sọ́mọ ọmọ tá a ní kó lọ lọ́lùdé bì kan tó lòun ò lọ ọbẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ àfọ́ọ̀sì ọmọ lọ ṣọlùdé níbi tọ́mọ bá lòun ò lọ mọ́mí Joyce thank you for the rose ma tó bá lòun ò lọ kò lọ nìyẹn ọmọ ò lọ nìyẹn ó ní nítorí tó fi lòun ò lọ ọbẹ̀ bóyá nìkan abuse ẹ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bóyá nìkan dà láàmú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹni tí èèpá sabiamọ ni ó ní kí òbí kó má wà fight fọmọ rẹ̀ sincerely nígbà kan táwọn primary school gbà yẹn tọmọ kan etí ń dun ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ wọ́n wá bá fi epo sí wọ́n á bá fòwú dí etí yẹn so ọmọ kíláàsì ẹ̀ ọmọ wa mọ̀ bú ọmọ pèlè létí jẹrà ṣe rí níjọ́ tí ìyá ẹ̀ aṣọ òdì níyà ń wọ̀ wá school jọ náà ó wọṣọ lódì wá ni sincerely ó ní kí wọ́n mọ̀ pọ̀ mọ̀ ń lé létí jẹrà mọ́ o ìpèsè ń gbà tẹ́tí ń dun ọmọ tóun sì bá fòwú sí tóun bá tọ́jú rẹ̀ ọmọ wa múra school tán àwọn wọ school fọmọ ọmọ wa mọ̀ sunkún yóò lóun ò lọ school wípé ṣe ni wọ́n búlì òun níbẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ náà pè tí wọ́n dá gbogbo wọn kúnlẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bẹ̀bẹ̀ yes wọ́n sì fọmọ lọ́rùn lẹ̀ òbí wo ni yóò ní kí ẹni tí wọ́n abuse ọmọ rẹ̀ kọ́dá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ̀ wí nǹkankan so ẹ má jà mọ́ ọkọ tí kún sàn mọ́ wa táwọn ọmọ bá ti ń complain pé báyìí lẹ́ni ìṣe fún wọn báyìí lẹ́ni ìṣe you have to hearken to what the child is saying and see to the end of it ṣóyè wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so don't let us say that our child must forcefully stay where he or she does not want to stay now kí ni àwọn abuser ń sọ fún àwọn victim wọn àti sọ yẹn yóò sọ pé your mommy will die if you tell your mommy I will kill you if you do all of this I will do anything anybody tẹ́tí bá ti ń sọ fún ọ pé tó bá sọ kìíní kan ṣe ọ́ ó tètè jẹ́ kó yé ọmọ yín pé irọ́ lẹni yẹn ń pa nítorí ọmọ sọ nǹkan tó o bá sọ nǹkan lọ máa kú tó o bá sọ ọ ní kú so anything that anybody is saying don't tell your parents that particular thing is what you must tell your parents so ìyẹn ó máa mú kí àwọn ọmọ kí wọ́n grow confidence then another thing is that have a relationship with your children ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ pé ọmọ wa wọ́n mọ bẹ̀rù ọmọ mi wà báyìí tẹ́ pé tán bá rí period wọn gan if they see their period wọn mọ nǹkan máa ṣe Mommy Joyce thank you for the TikTok ma wọn mọ nǹkan tán máa ṣe wọn mọ how to pack themselves how to pack their body because mommy is not available mommy is not around nígbà bá wà available gan bọ́mọ bá fẹ́ bọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ gan wọn ní fọ́mọlẹ́sì wọn ní lis ten sọmọ so all of these things are things tó mú kí àwọn ọmọ kan lost the confidence ṣóyè wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so now teach your kids how to clean up after going to toilet àwọn ọmọbìnrin míì ọdún mẹ́fà ọmọ ọdún mẹ́wàá míì ọmọ ọdún mẹ́wàá tiẹ̀ dàgbà ọmọ ọdún márùn-ún mẹ́fà míì wà tẹ́ pé tó bá lọ toilet kò lè clean up fún rẹ̀ á ṣẹ̀ máa pe ẹni tó máa bá wọ́ọ̀ṣì bọ́m̀bọ́m ni kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ at least àwọn ọmọ wa tán bá ti ń dàgbọ́n ti ń pé 5-6 years ló ti yẹ kán máa mọ bọ́n ṣe máa clean up tán bá tàǹbà sincerely ló ti yẹ kán máa ọmọ ọdún mẹ́fà obìnrin ọmọ ọdún méje obìnrin kò yẹ kó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa need anybody tó máa bá clean up tọ́mọ bá ti lè ṣe ọwọ́ tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ti lè dúró sẹ́yìn tó bá fi bẹ́fin bò bomi ó lè clean up now yes so let's train our children to be able to do all of that by themselves tó bá tọ̀ tell them to flush tell them to wash their bum bum and flush ọmọ tó sì nídìí ẹni tí ó bá wọ́ọ̀ṣì bọ́m̀bọ́mù rẹ̀ bí ọmọ ọdún méjì tí ò tí dàgbà púpọ̀ bí ọmọ tó ti ń pé 6-7 years obìnrin she must be able to clean up the same thing with the boys they must be able to clean up. tó mo ti sọ yẹn pé don't force your kids to stay where they don't want to go and stay bóyá àwọn òbí mi wà tán jẹ́ career people tó jẹ́ pé they are always going out they are not always around ṣóyè wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ wọ́n máa ní láti stay sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan tọ́mọ bá wà comfortable bẹ́ẹ̀ no wàhálà bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́mọ bá ti sọ fún yín pé òun ò fẹ́ dúró síbì kan ẹ má fọ́ọ̀sì ọmọ lọ rèé dúró bí tọ́mọ bá lóun ò dúró ọmọ lóun ò dúró ń bẹ̀ ó sáà ní reason tó fi lóun ò dúró síbẹ̀ ṣóyè wa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn then we have four types of parents. We have four types of parents. We have the involved parents, or we can also call them detailed or intricate parents. Àwọn yẹn náà máa ń wà almost 100% involved in the affairs of their children. They know everything about their children. They know their academic performance. In fact, àwọn involved parents yìí tí ọmọ wọn bá ń ṣe nǹkan oṣù wọ́n mọ time tí ọmọ wọn obìnrin tó ń ṣe period. Wọ́n mọ time tó rí period rẹ̀ last month. Wọ́n mọ time tó máa rí ní month yìí. Wọ́n mọ̀ those ones are involved parents. Àwọn yẹn wọ́n máa ń ṣe kíni? Wọ́n máa ń keep watch. Wọ́n máa ń keep watch on their children. Academic performance ọmọ bó bá ṣe improve sí whatever thing tí ọmọ bá ń ṣe parent fan pè ní involved parent they know everything. Ṣóyé wa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn involved parents yìí wọ́n tún máa ń ní relationship pẹ̀lú teacher ọmọ wọn to let them know how the child is improving. Àwọn involved parents tó bá pe PTA meeting wọ́n máa lọ they will go there wọ́n á mọ bá ọmọ wọn ṣe ń ṣe sí involved parents yìí òun ló yẹ kí gbogbo parents jẹ́. Then we have another type of parents unresponsive or lackadaisical parents. Lackadaisical or unresponsive àwọn yẹn ni those that don't care about their children. They don't know their children whereabouts. Tó bá bí àwọn eléyìí pé ibo lágbájá wà á lóun ọmọ ti ṣeré lọ. A parent must know where the child is at every point in time. Sincerely báwo náà ṣe ní lágbájá ọmọ ọdún 5 ọmọ ọdún 6 ẹ rá àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa ṣeré kiri ìmí gan ní wọṣọ sí lọ́rùn ìmí tán aṣọ tán bá wọ̀ sí kò ní bo bí okó ẹ̀ kò ní bo bí ìsàlẹ̀ ara ẹ̀ aṣọ yẹn bí aṣọ jáńpé báyìí náà wọ̀ sọ ọmọ ọdún 4 ọmọ ọdún 5 lọ́rùn wọ́n wá máa ṣeré kiri àdúgbò wọn ní wọṣọ fún wọn ní wọ bàtà fún wọn mí ilé kẹfà náà ọmọ yẹn ti ṣeré wábẹ̀ yẹn tẹ bá bí ìyá wọn pé lágbájá ńkọ́ wọn láwọn ò mọ bí ó lọ gbogbo ìyá ló gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ibi tí ọmọ rẹ̀ wà at every point in time. You must be able to you must know those children are put in your custody. Bible says children are the heritage of God. Ìní Olúwa ló ní wọ́n ìní Olúwa ni Ọlọ́run kàn fún wọ́ tọ́ ni you will answer to it. Irú yẹn tí wọ́n fi amolest ọmọ ìyá yẹn gan lè mọ̀ nígbà tí ọmọ ibi tí ọmọ ń ṣeré lọ kò mọ ibi tí ọmọ ń jẹ̀ sí adult gan full grown adult ọmọ university tí wọ́n bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ bó ló wà they can say where the child is at every point in time. Ọmọ yẹn ò ní nǹkan kan tó fi pamọ́ fún àwọn òbí ẹ̀ because wọ́n ti build relationship pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ yẹn ẹ já build relationship pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ wa tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́ débi pé kò ní sí nǹkan tí wọ́n lè fi pamọ́ fún wa. Ṣóyé wa then the third type of parent ó ní recommendatory or advisory parent. Recommendatory parent àwọn yẹn ọmọ ni wọ́n ọmọdé ni wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti ń bímọ children giving birth to children àwọn yẹn ni recommendatory and advisory àwọn yẹn náà máa ń give wrong advice they want to say they want to advise you wọ́n àmọ́ nǹkan kan o àwọn gan children náà gan sì wà lábẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn gan sì wà lábẹ́ ìtọ́ni àwọn gan sì wà lábẹ́ ìdarí àmọ́ náà ti lóyún wọ́n ti bímọ ṣóyé wa so wọ́n wá fẹ́ mọ̀ advice unfortunately negative advice wọ́n máa ń wá sí orí ọmọ in a negative way irú wọn náà mọ̀ níwò wọ́n máa ti tọ́ bọ̀ lára wọ́n máa ti bọ́ ọ ṣe tọ́ bá ti lóyún kò sí ń tọ́kàn mí ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí níbi tán ti ń tọwọ́ ba rẹ̀ ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí níbi tí ó ti ń bá ṣe nǹkan kan tẹ́ ẹ wá ń sọrú yẹn sí ẹ ti rọ́ ìrọ́kùrọ̀ sí lọ́pọlọ gbogbo ń tọ́mọ yẹn ò mọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ́ ẹni irọ́ náà ń pa gbogbo ẹ̀ náà mọ̀ bó lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ bó mọ̀ ṣé ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ́ ni ẹ ṣe bí wọ́n ti ń jáde gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí ṣé ìṣe nǹkan ìtìjú ni fún yín láti mọ̀ sọ pé torọ́ ọmọ ń jáde sínú ayé ibẹ̀ ló ti lọ kọ́ ohun tó yẹ kó kọ́ kí lẹ́yìn kọ́ láti lé ọmọ tá a ti kọ́ ní private part and public part wọ́n gbúdọ̀ rí kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ fún níta tó bá ti yàtọ̀ sí tó kọ́ láti lé ó ti mọ̀ pé irọ́ lélẹ́yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ńgbà tí ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan láti ilé náà tẹ́lẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ mọ ohun tó rọ́ǹgì àti tí ò rọ́ǹgì ńgbà tí ọmọ ṣe bí ń tọ́ bá 1000 original tọ́ ọ bá lóríjínà lọ́wọ́ tọ́ ọ lóríjínà mọ̀ níjọba fún ọ fake you be able to recognize it as this is a fake money because you have the original bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ ọmọ tí ò ní original ẹ̀kọ́ láti ilé tó bá gba fake níta báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ compare and contrast báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ pé this is a fake teaching this is a wrong teaching nígbà tí o mọ̀ the original one so ọmọ tẹ́ wá sọ pé ìrànà ń pa gbẹgbẹ náà ti mọ̀ bí ìgbà tó òbí yẹn ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń sọ láti mọ̀ sọ wípé ọmọ tẹ̀yìn wọn ti kọ́ ń kọ̀kúkọ̀ ṣé irú ọ̀rọ̀ gan sódùn mẹ́yìn gan lẹ́nu sọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí bí àwọn òbí tán máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àwọn recommendatory and advisory parents táìpé àwọn gan ò pọ́n nǹkan kan kò sí nǹkan kan lọ́pọlọ wọn àwọn gan ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ you can't give what you don't have so ìrìn àrè tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn rìn wọ́n á ti máa assume pé níta ọmọ yẹn náà ti ń rìn wọ́n wá máa kó ìkókùkò sọmọ lórí unfortunately fún ọmọ ọjọ́ tán bá wá wù rẹ̀ nígboro tán wù rẹ̀ yọ̀wọ̀ àjọ lójú torí gbogbo nítorí náà nínú ilé bíi hatred bíi bitterness bíi rejection bíi kinní náà ni kò sí positive ẹ̀kọ́ tán pé ọmọ jókòó tán kọ́ irú bá ṣe jókòó tá a kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa ń sìn they will be happy they have known the right thing the right way but some people learn the right thing in the harsh way wọ́n ti fall victim tán kán tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá mọ̀ ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ kọ́ tí ò gbọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn bẹ àwọn ọmọ yìí ǹjẹ́ ti ẹ̀kọ́ wọn rárá ẹni tó jẹ́ advisory parent wọ́n á máa jòkó pé àwọn fẹ́ advice ọmọ wọn gan ọmọ nǹkan kan o èsì ń pa lórí wọn because àwọn gan ò dúró gba ẹ̀kọ́ so nígbà tí ò sí presentation of a thing kì í ṣe pé wọn ọmọ tán fẹ́ tó tiẹ̀ dá àbí tí ò dá bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ọmọ bá ṣe present ẹ̀ if you don't know how to train your child send them to counselors don't present the right thing in a negative way wọ́n ti ń bọ̀ sùn àbí ó ti ní boyfriend àbí ó ti ń ṣe kinní kan àbí bó o bá ilóyún ìnítọ́jú rẹ bó o lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ kò ní boyfriend you can't give what you don't have tó o mọ̀ báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ fi kọ́ mọ́ gbogbo ń tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ànílédì kan sọ fún mi ó ní ẹni tó ń gbọ́dọ̀ wọ́n gbà yẹn ó láwọn náà jẹ́ kó o mọ̀ pé wọ́n tiẹ̀ máa tọwọ́ bo obìnrin lára wọ́n máa tẹ obìnrin lọ́yàn ó lóun náà jẹ́ òun ọmọ pé torí pọ́n bá ti rún òun ṣẹ́ tóun dé tóun jíṣẹ́ fún wọn wọ́n ti ń tọ́ bọ́yìn lábẹ́ àbí gbogbo ọ̀tán ń doyún gbogbo ọ̀tán ń tẹ̀ ń lọ́mú gbogbo ọ̀tán ń ṣe gbàsàwò kí mọ́mọ́ ni o bí n bá ìmọ̀ báyìí tí ń bá inú kìnìkan ó lóun wá sọ pé gbogbo ń tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹnu yín gan lòun ti ń gbọ́ báyìí for the first time toráǹtì yẹn lóun kéré gan gbà yẹn òun ọmọ kí wọn máa tẹ̀yàn lọ́yàn òun ọmọ kí wọn máa tọ́ bọ̀yàn la òun ọmọ ẹnu wọn náà ló ń ti ń gbọ́ and these are the ways táwọn míì fi fail as parents ẹ̀kọ́ tó yẹ ká ìjòkó kún àwọn ọmọ ẹ mọ̀ gbójú agan sí wọn ẹ mọ̀ sọ in a negative way bí ipá ń bínú bí ipá ọmọ ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀ràn mí gbà tí ọmọ bá ṣẹ̀ tí ọmọ ṣe mistake tó ṣẹ̀ bóyá ní kó bomi wá kọ́ọ̀pù ṣèṣì jábọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó fọ́ ló bá di hàn tó bá sì ṣe kinní kan ni wọn mọ̀ bá ṣe dáadáa tó bá ṣe gbá ni sẹ́yìn ò ṣe mistake rí pé kinní kó lọ mú gbálẹ̀ àtìkólẹ̀ kó fi kó kọ́ọ̀pù tó fọ́ ìyẹn ò ní kẹ́ ẹ associate yẹn mọ́ sex education tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ́ mọ ní sex education be relaxed gather your point teach them let them learn the right thing unlike kẹ́ ẹ wá mọ́ lo the fact pé ọmọ ṣe mistake kan kẹ́ ẹ wá mọ́ fi lo in a negative way bíi pé ẹ wà advisory ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ jẹ́ advisory and recommendatory parents yẹn you don't have confidence you don't have anything to teach the children if you have it you will teach them in a teaching way in a teaching manner kì í ṣe pé in a negative way ṣóyè wá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so now we are saying that the advisory parents are negative ones àwọn tó máa ń bring advice in a negative way now boarding parents need the fourth type of parents boarding you know we have involved parents then we have unresponsive parents or lakadasika then we have recommendatory or advisory parents those are the types of parents wọ́n pé àwọn gan children ni wọ́n children giving birth to children àwọn yẹn a máa dúró pọ́n fẹ́ advice yẹ and they know nothing kò sí nǹkan kan lágbárí wọn then the fourth the boarding parents àwọn yẹn they are so busy that they don't even go for PTA meeting, you understand. Wọ́n wà involved rárá. They are like career parents, career women. Àwọn yẹn wà boarding tó yẹ pé career àwọn náà mójútó. Tó bá ti drop ọmọ nílé ìwé láàárọ̀ ó tún di bíi 10 lálẹ́ kan tó dé. They are so boarding. Irú wọn táwọn tíṣà bá sọ ní school pé tó ọmọ yín nídìí nǹkan báyìí ó nídìí kan, they can even pay double. Kẹ́ lọ gbogbo tó yẹn ṣe ẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́ bọ́n ṣe, they are ready to pay any amount. They are ready to subscribe to any payment just for you to do their duty for them. They are so boarding, and they are career oriented people, career people àwọn boarding parents yẹn, to be sincere. They are so busy tó yẹ pé wọ́n ráyè fún ọmọ rárá tí wọ́n bí, they no get time. Irú àwọn parents bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà wà, you understand. But the ones tó yẹ ká wá jẹ́ òun ni involved parents. Let us be involved in the affairs of our children. Ṣóyé wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá involved nínú affairs àwọn ọmọ wa, so that ẹnìkan níta kò ní wá mọ́ bá wa tọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn kó wá mọ́ sọ nǹkan fún wa. Parents mi wà gan tó ẹ pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe period tí ó mọ̀, to be candid. Tọ́mọ obìnrin ti ń menstruate tó ti ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń kọ́ àwọn nǹkan yẹn probably láti school tó ti kọ́ wọn, tó dẹ̀ ti learn from one or two of his or her friends, tó dẹ̀ ti mọ àwọn nǹkan yẹn tó òbí yẹn gan ò mọ̀ fúnra ẹ̀. So please let us be involved. Ká wá involved, ká ní relationship with our children. So that one alone will build confidence in our children, then they abuse wọn. So if we have any contribution, we can send our request, and mi ní pẹ́ off Facebook torí device Facebook yẹn data orí ẹ̀ ò pọ̀. Hello, mo ti pre-call ẹnìkan lórí TikTok. I don't know why the person is not speaking aloud. For the Lord is good, for the Lord is good, for the Lord is good, and his mercies endure forever. Miss Olúbùnmi, thank you ma. So ẹni yìí sọ pé you can't give what you don't have, yes, but not 100%. At times you can give what you don't. Okay, it all depends on your intention. Some parents have failed totally. Of course gbogbo tó yẹ kán kọ́ ọmọ tán wá ní irọ́ náà ń pa ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ náà mọ̀. Ìtìjú nìyẹn, ọ̀rọ̀ ìtìjú. Kẹ́mọ́ lọ́mọ yín kò rí nǹkan gidi kọ́ látara àtẹ̀yìn, wọ́n kọ́ ń kọ̀kú kan ń ta, èmi lẹ́yìn kan ń lé, èmi lẹ́yìn kọ́. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yìí tán bá mọ writing ni wọ́n ní ṣe rádaràda, tán bá rí good example to follow, good foot to put their leg on, wọ́n ní yantán yànà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí ẹ̀kọ́ wọn ní writing ilé, wrong thing tán ti kọ́ wọn níta yẹn, òun ló máa wọnú ọpọlọ wọn lọ́nà, òun ló máa wọnú ọpọlọ ọmọ. Ṣé bọ́mọ kan ọmọ secondary school náà láwọn kan lọ molest ẹ̀bọ́n tiẹ̀ náà rape ẹ̀ ní kò yéèyàn. Ìkan nínú wọn àbí àwọn méjì nínú àwọn boys yẹn wọ́n tún wá bá pé kó mọ̀ sọ o, pé tí ò bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ káwọn sọ, ó tún wá ń gbà fún wọn ńgbà tí ò mọ right ẹ̀, kò mọ ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀ wípé nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe fóun yẹn ó lòdì gan sí òfin. Wọ́n ti step human right òun ní right láti lọ report wọn. She does not know. So àwọn tún wá padà wá pé àwọn fẹ́ bo àṣírí rẹ̀ o, tí àwọn bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ bo àṣírí rẹ̀ o, yóò tún wá ń gbà fún wọn, òun náà tún wá ń gbà. The same people that molested her, ó tún wá ń gbà fún, believing that pé wọ́n ń ṣòun lóore ni, because the girl is ignorant. She doesn't know that she has the right to her body. Nobody has the right to her body. She does not know. Àwọn yẹn tún wá padà wá, ó tún wá ń gbà fún wọn again. Look at ignorance. Kó tó di pa àṣírí wọn tún gbà yẹn tán láwọn school authority kó wọn tán kó gbogbo wọn lọ sí juvenile court gbà náà. So don't let our children, don't let them be ignorant. Children must not be ignorant. Àbí ẹni yìí sọ pé I started sex education with my daughter at the age of 2 years, and I use the correct names for each part of the body, vagina, penis, etc. Of course, ẹ mọ̀ porúkọ iná kan ni ló ń fa ìtìjú fáwọn ọmọ táwọn ọmọ tó ń fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ jáde. All the children that have been molested today is because of ẹ mọ̀ poko ẹ mọ̀ pòbò yìí náà ni làwọn ọmọ wọn lè sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ ní kọ́ mọ́ máa fojú burúkú wà wọn kọ́ mọ́ stigmatize àwọn ọmọ lọ léèwé tíṣà kan gbáǹdì ọmọ délé kò lè sọ excuse me ọmọ ò lè sọ kí ló wà ń bẹ̀ bẹ́yàn bá fọwọ́ kan mú rẹ délé kó sọ fún mi o bẹ́yàn bá fọwọ́ kan bọ́m̀bọ́mù rẹ délé kó sọ fún mi o. Ọmọ tó ti kọ́ yẹn láti kékeré tó bá dàgbà tó di teenager tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe nǹkan oṣù ó máa protect body ẹ̀ ni kò tiẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kẹ́nì kankan òun gan máa ní confidence. Ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ wípé àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n molest yẹn tó rántí mọ̀ pé wọ́n á kọ́ ra iye ẹ̀ náà wọ́n á kọ́ ra confidence ẹ̀ náà ìyẹn ló máa kọ́kọ́ dẹ́rù bá. So please let us train our children so that they will be bold, they will have confidence, and don't let us leave our children in the hand of any tá a lè vouch fún tá a lè guarantee ẹ̀. ṣóyè wa, God Almighty will help us. Any other suggestion àbí contribution tá a bá ní ẹ jẹ́ ká drop ẹ̀ sí comment section so that àárí kàn bẹ́ẹ̀. A ṣì wà lórí TikTok o, àwa tá a wà ní Facebook ẹ já mọ́ bọ̀ ní TikTok. ṣóyè wa ẹ já mọ́ bọ̀ ní TikTok so that we will still continue the discussion on TikTok. Thank you so very much.